Hi everyone, it's Faithful again. We're back at it. So today we're going to talk briefly about weight loss. So weight loss is a huge, big topic. I mean, everyone talks about weight loss. You open the internet, you have hundreds of articles, videos, and talks about weight loss, how to lose weight. People want to lose weight, right? To look good, to feel sexy, to look good, to have a better self-esteem. But the best reason of all is the great health benefit to losing weight, such as it decreases the risk of heart disease, hypertension, decreases cholesterol, stroke, diabetes. It lowers the risk of specific cancers. It improves morbidity. It decreases the risk of death. It improves sleep. It boosts energy and more. Now, studies have shown maintaining even a moderate weight loss of just 5 to 10% from baseline is favorable and has a good effect on risk factors. So it decreases blood pressure, lipid levels, blood sugar controls better, premature death is decreased when we lose even just very little, 5 to 10% from our baseline. So I am going to create some controversy today, but I will start by pointing out a few things from the recent literature. First of all, short-term weight loss should not be our goal. You should work towards sustainable long-term weight loss. Because if you don't have sustainability, there's a data that have shown a while back that if you lose a lot of weight and you put that weight back, you are actually putting yourself at increased risk of cardiac events. So it has to do with bad lipids going up and down and forming stable plaque in the blood vessels. So please invest in something sustainable. Now, one of the best ways to make weight loss sustainable is to change the body, the microbiome. I'm going to explain. Many people have not seen this literature yet that I'm about to talk about and are not aware of this, but our human body is only about 43% human, and the rest of our DNA is actually made up of bacteria, viruses, and fungi. So we have a microbiome in our skin, in our nose, in our mouth, and even in our gastrointestinal tract, which I call our GI tract. The one in our GI tract can actually be manipulated, and studies have shown if you take the microbiome that is not dysbiotic, that's the kind that increases obesity, hypertension, hyperlipidemia, inflammation, coronary artery disease, and more. If you have a good microbiome, you can actually lose weight. If you do a fecal transplant, sort of like an intervention, you give an obese person a thin person's stool, and the reverse, the obese person will actually lose weight and the thin person will gain weight. Isn't that interesting? Yes, it is. This is all because of all the microbiome and how the nutrients are dealt with when they get into the GI tract. I will repeat. This is all because of all the microbiome and how the nutrients are dealt with when they get into our gastrointestinal tract. Now, I want this to be a great message because everything else we are doing, calorie density, intermittent fasting, changing the amount of calories, physical activity, they are very good. They really are. But it should be secondary to what we are going to do to our microbiome. So what we put in our body. So what am I saying is there is a proven sustainable way to lose weight and keep that weight loss by changing our microbiome. Not fecal transplant, but I'll tell you how. How can we achieve this? I will tell you about starting a whole food plant-based diet. Before I go more into that, there's been a Friedman trial in 2013 and 2018 that talked about the Mediterranean diet. I'm sure a lot of us know about it. I'd like you to look it up and have more information about the Mediterranean diet. But there was a publication in the New England Journal of Medicine that talked about the number one diet. It was published in News and World Report that 30% decrease was seen in heart attack, in stroke, and death with daily strict Mediterranean diet with either nuts or extra virgin olive oil. So if you stay away from red meat and you totally change your diet to fish, studies have shown, or nuts or things like that, studies have shown a 30% decrease. And not so much a decrease so much in mortality, but decrease in stroke and even somewhat cardiovascular risk, which is a big plus, especially in stroke, because if you know, stroke is a very big epidemic that the whole world is dealing with. So Mediterranean diet has been proven to be very helpful or important or helpful in our cardiovascular and stroke risk reduction. However, there is a much better diet which had a well-randomized controlled trial specifically published in February 2021. They tested people for 16 weeks, feeding one group randomized to Mediterranean diet and the other completely whole food plant-based diet. And the good news was that the blood pressure almost unexpectedly went down just as well in both the vegan group and the Mediterranean group. But the weight was far better with a vegan diet than if you were eating fish or nuts or olive oil, that is the Mediterranean diet. So if we are going to listen to the most recent randomized trial and data, I will challenge everyone who has a weight issue to a whole food plant-based diet. Again, it is all about the microbiome, my friend. I will say this is a great opportunity to really change the dialogue, okay? Change your mindset and to get you losing weight with sustainability, because when you change the bacteria that are determining the increased weight, you would lose weight and sustainably. So remember, everything starts with intention and discipline. It's not easy, but if you discipline yourself, you can do this. Remember, there are other ways people lose weight: bariatric surgery, which honestly right now is considered for severely obese patients with high risk heart disease that have tried severally to lose weight through different lifestyle changes but are unsuccessful. But bariatric surgery is not for many. So one other way or one other comment I wanted to make was about drugs that have been studied recently and have been used to lose weight, such as liraglutide. The other name is Victoza. Some cardiologists cannot even pronounce the name liraglutide. The other one is semaglutide. The other name is Ozempic. You may have heard about that medication. Now, these drugs and this class, GLP-1, SGLT2 inhibitors, these two classes of medications are fantastic in improving or decreasing cardiovascular risk. So they have good benefits in patients who have heart disease or high risk for heart disease and cardiovascular equivalents. They change cardiovascular events, and on top of that, a good source of weight loss. They cause weight loss. These medications are given to diabetics and pre-diabetics, but they can be used in patients or anyone with cardiovascular risk, because it can benefit from them and can help them lose weight at the same time. Now, I have to say, this is not a substitute for a healthy diet as we just discussed. I also encourage you to do all you can to change your microbiome and be intentional. Doing this will improve and help you sustain a weight loss, and also adding this with other lifestyle changes such as increasing physical activity. I urge you to listen to this over and over again and try to apply this to you. And remember, you can always email me, drop some comments, and let us know how we can answer your questions. I hope this has been very helpful. Take care. Much love.